Matthew was having a hard time at school. He wasn't reading on his level, and he was having a really difficult time remembering words. Once he got them, he couldn't remember in the very next sentence the same word. It was kind of hard to deal with, and not all family members understand what he's going through. First of all, I wanted him to read and read well and understand what he was reading, because before, even once he finally read a sentence, he didn't understand it. They were already planning on holding him back another year, and I felt like that was not an option because he had already been held back once, and I just felt like there was more out there for him. We were at Taekwondo one night, and one of the other mothers, we were just sort of talking about our kids' difficulties, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, I know the place you need to go." We about it for a while, and then he actually had an eye test at school that he failed, and we found out he needed vision therapy also because his left eye had lost the connection to the brain. So that just made total sense to me to have the two programs together. Matthew was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, and he still has autism. LearningRx didn't take that away, but that's okay because his autism is what makes some great things about him. He's a very logical thinker. He's very kind. He finds joy and happiness in all sorts of things. What LearningRx did, it took the hard part of autism, what things he couldn't understand, and made them bearable and understandable for him. Well, on the third day of school, I was getting, all of a sudden, all kinds of texts and phone calls all of a sudden from the school. I'm wondering what's happened. And it's from his teachers. One teacher who had just started with him 3 days, she was like, "Oh wow, this is amazing." Everything she had heard about his IEP the year before. And in that meeting, she was like, it's so different. This is not the same child. And Miss Kale had called me, and she was like, "This is amazing." She couldn't believe how well he was reading. And she said, "You tell LearningRx that what they're doing is working, and you tell them I said so." It wasn't just me seeing the proof that it worked, but everybody around him that had to deal with him was seeing that it worked. So it was just like, wow, finally. Or he was inside a bubble. He had his little world that he, everything was all about him, or everything was all about what he could see right here, it seemed like. And after a while in LearningRx, I noticed he would say, "That sign says," and he would tell me what signs were saying and billboards, and I'm just like, wow. He notices everything now, and he'll have conversations now instead of it just being about what he can see right here. It's out of his bubble. He's got more confidence, and he has kind of learned how to play with other kids now and not let it be all about Matthew. He understands that other kids have things they like too. He does comprehend what he reads now, and instead of being broken up, it actually flows. You can tell the beginning and the end of the sentence, and punctuation, and emphasis on certain words. He gets it now. He's gotten better at playing with everyone, of course. Follows rules a little better. Always.
Yeah, I never break a rule.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I want to be a variant. I forgot the word.
Veterinarian.
A veterinarian.
Or a vet.
A vet. That's what I want to be.
And why do you want to be a vet?
To take care of the animals, because I love animals.
Before, it was sort of, he didn't even know where to begin on something, but now he knows how to tackle things and see it through. So I have no worries about his future now.